What up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This one is definitely going to be different from my other ones. This one's going to be a story based horror, whatever scary type of story that I have. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have this experience, so you guys can probably relate. Maybe not, because a lot of people, like, I've even asked like my parents if this has ever happened to them, and it hasn't, which is really weird because I've seen a lot of people go through this, or at least a few, or at least once in their life they've gone through this, and that is sleep paralysis. If you guys don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's basically you fall asleep but you're not completely asleep, and you wake up but you can't move. Like, everything's on, you look around, everything's normal, everything was on, it was left on, you can see your TV, you can see everything's in the normal spot, you see your room that you sleep in every day, you just can't move. But at the corner of your eye, you may see like a black shadow walk up to you, or you may not just, or you may hear, for me at least, people or a freaking thing laughing on your back. It's really fucking weird. I know a lot of people think I'm weird for thinking that, but trust me, it's happened under sleep paralysis, and it's kind of scary, man, because when you're in that situation, you just want it to end. Because you can't move, you try to turn, and when you do turn, it feels like something, like your arm's gonna break and you don't want to move. So I'm gonna give you a few instances of when it's happened to me, and just give you a whole wrap up, and just give you a full vibe of what I went through. It felt like, it probably was like 30 seconds, but it felt like hours within that damn thing. So I went to sleep, and usually this only happens when you don't get enough sleep. So I guess I didn't get enough sleep, and I would like fall asleep, but I was trying to stay awake at the same time. So whenever you try to stay awake and you're trying not to fall asleep, it happens most of the time. And especially when you're thinking about it, if you think about sleep paralysis and you're trying to fall asleep and stay awake, it happens at least 75% of the time, at least in my experience. And the first time I ever encountered it, or the first time I can remember encountering it, is when I was like a kid. I don't remember what house I was in. I was probably at a relative's house, and we went to sleep. And when I went to sleep, I woke up, but I was in the bed. I was covered up, but what I saw was, it wasn't a black figure, bro. Before I went to sleep, I watched Scream, like the face Scream, where it has like its mouth open. You guys know what the hell I'm talking about. What's up? That thing. So I saw that at the edge. I saw him at the edge of my bed, bro. Just staring at me. Just staring at me. And then it dips down. He dips down, goes under the bed, and I'm like, what the fuck? That scared the crap out of me right then and there. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, where is he going to go? He's going, I'm looking left. I'm looking right. I'm looking forward. Where is he going to pop up? I look left, and then I look back right. My right side, he's right next to me, bro. Right next to me. And then he starts to grab me. Like, right when he's about to grab me, I wake up. Because I guess I was just freaking out too much. I guess I just couldn't handle it, and I moved something. And whenever I decide to move, you know how I said it feels like you're going to break your arm? But whenever you decide to move, and you are able, like, when you are able to move your arm goes flying across. Like, you freaking whiplash your freaking arm across. Like, it just flings across your entire body, like you fling it somewhere. That happens every time you decide to move your arm. It feels like you're going to break it, but if you are able to move it within that state, your arm's going to go flying. So if you are sleeping next to somebody, you might hit them. And yeah, that was the first instance. It wasn't a black figure, which everybody was talking about, but it happened. I couldn't move. And it was, maybe that was just a dream, but it was to that extent where I just couldn't move in the dream. Usually you can move within something like that. And then another one, I guess I only remember two. I guess I could tell you multiple other ones, but this one is probably the most scariest event that's ever happened in my life, period. And I'm not exaggerating on that. This had to be the creepiest shit that has ever happened to me. And I don't get scared easily, man. I may jump, but I don't get scared easily. When I was laying down, it was in this bed. In this bed right here. Sorry about the bed. You guys seen in the past few videos, the bed hasn't been made. because nobody's at my house right now, and I've just been sleeping in my parents' room because their freaking room gets super freaking cold in there. But besides that, it was in this bed. And the reason I don't sleep on my belly anymore is because of this event. I went to bed, I slept on my belly, and I was just going to regular sleep. Wasn't paying attention. I wasn't actually thinking about sleep paralysis. It just happened. And I was sleeping, and I wake up. I'm like, oh, bet. I wake up. I was going to move and go to the restroom or something because that's usually what I do when I first wake up. And I couldn't move. I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm in this situation again. And this is after, like, a certain period where it hasn't happened after a long period of time. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to go through this again, bro. So what I do, I just close my eyes and I let it happen. But it never ended. It felt like it never ended. Usually when you close your eyes and you move like your toes, you could wake up, but you can't. I was doing everything in my power to wake up and I couldn't. So I opened my eyes and I tried to move. And when I tried to move, all I heard was like this creepy laugh on my back, bro. Like right next to my ear. Right next to my ear. I don't know. Yeah, it was my right ear. And I couldn't move while he was laughing. I don't know if it was a he or she. It was something, bro. It was freaking me the fuck out. So I searched up sleep paralysis. Beforehand, I never really searched it up. I just told people about it and I occasionally heard about it. I'm like, oh, that's what happened to me. But I searched it up. And when I searched up the video, bro, or when I searched up on Google Images, it had somebody sleeping on its belly with something on its back. And the image is terrifying. The image is terrifying. And this is why I never sleep on my belly. Just because of this event. It may not happen to me because I sleep on my belly, but I just can't anymore. I just realized I'm not doing that. I'm not going through that experience ever again. It scarred me. So I saw that video, or I saw that image. I'll probably post it on, or I put it on the screen for you guys to see. But yeah, those are a few occasions. I do have other ones, but it's basically the same thing. I can't move. And then, oh yeah, there was one. It wasn't super crazy, but I heard if you see somebody in a top hat, in a shadow, that's probably the worst one. And I think I saw that one. I'm not confirming it. I don't remember that sleep paralysis, but I think remembering a freaking top hat dude in like a shadow. And that's probably the worst one you could possibly see, I'm guessing. But I guess I saw him. But those two occasions, especially the one with the damn thing on my back, scarred me for life, and that's why I don't sleep on my belly anymore. So let me know down in the comments, have you guys ever gone through sleep paralysis? If you haven't, would you wish to go through it just to experience it? Because for me, usually when I see some crazy ass shit, like let's say possession or somebody getting possessed or anything crazy, it's like, I wish I can I don't want to experience it, but I want to experience it. That kind of thing. Let me know what you guys think of this whole situation. And if you do have a occasion where it happened to you, I would love to hear it. We can talk down in the comments down below and talk about it. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Only 71% of you, or all 71% of you that watch my videos, aren't subscribed. So subscribe. I would really appreciate it. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.